Thank God I didn't have no get together tonight, bro. That game was bad.
That bad, huh?
It's like niggas ain't even trying to. They ain't even trying to fucking play. It's like they just scoring buckets.
Damn, son.
This is why the Super Bowl will always be the best game ever, biggest game ever on the planet. Cause you got people that's not even football fans that want to watch. NBA All Star Game, a different story. It's
I'm just grateful
terrible.
we're doing this review. I'm just grateful we're doing this review a bit earlier because I got to work in the morning.
Right. I said let's do it now because it make no sense to wait. The game been over from the moment it started. You know.
You had a good weekend?
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool, man.
Yeah, I feel you on that. This weekend was one of the best I've ever had in a minute.
Yeah, that's good.
Unfortunately, I have to go back to work tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow's a holiday. You only got off?
I mean, not really.
No. Oh,
I mean, I work at a
nobody
hotel,
takes
so
off for
shit, I work at a hotel, so
oh,
I don't really have no off days like that.
I feel you.
So BMF starts early March. Can't wait.
Yes, you already know. Come on now. 50 Cent got the best shows on cable.
That is true though.
You know who's fucking with him?
Wait, isn't P Valley's coming on in summertime?
I think so. I never watched it though.
Yeah, I tried to get into it. It was really
Yeah,
not for me.
that should remind me of the Players Club. You know.
Okay, 4 more minutes in. Yeah, finally want to talk about this season of Raising Kanan later on too. So you said the Games album with Hit Boy's dope. I think Trust Busy. What up?
It's good. Back like I never left.
I was saying, so you said the game's album with Hit Boy is dope.
Yes, I like it. Banging Hit Boy production.
Okay.
I
Probably check
don't
it
know,
out.
man. I don't know. At this rate, I feel like Hit Boy might surpass Primo and P Rock. You know,
I'm not mad about that.
I don't know because he making some fire right now. I can't remember the last time I could say that about Primo.
Well, that's just how people be. They have the high moments and they have the low moments.
Yep. But we still expecting greatness from them though.
I was going to go see that Marley movie today, but I was just like, man, fuck that.
Yeah,
It's too cold.
it is.
I might go Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, no doubt.
But so far, I've heard good things about it so far. But you know how
Yeah,
I am.
it's made money. A lot of money is made. It's made a lot of money so far.
Survivor album.
Yeah,
Got a lot of shit to say about this album. Got a lot of
so do
shit.
I, and not in a good way either.
We'll talk about it.
Not in a good way.
We'll talk about it. Cause I already know. I already said beforehand, like this was going to be an interesting album to talk about. I already said that beforehand. I was like, Child's gonna like the first two, but Survivor,
Yep,
he might.
you already know. You already know.
Yeah,
You
because like
already
I
know.
said, I have some good things to say about it, but there's some songs I'm just like, I don't care for some of these songs, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk.
Hey, I did say I was not a Destiny's Child fan like that, so it's not a
Yeah,
surprise.
you did say that, but I was not expecting you to
It
like.
should not
I
be a
mean,
surprise to
the
me.
first album I can understand, but I didn't expect you to like writings on the wall like that shit too, because you were just like, oh shit.
Man, they got hits, but
Yeah,
it's just that they were so overplayed. It's like I don't even care to listen to those songs anymore.
Ramea Taylor, what's up, boy?
You know, it was good. Rope.
Oh, you know him?
No, that's his
Oh,
name. His name is Rope. I'm calling you Rope from now on.
cause you just made up a nickname like I thought you knew him from back in the day or some
Yeah, I just
shit.
made up a nickname. Your name is Rope. Hey, what's good?
Row, row, row the boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is work. That song always got on my nerves when I was a kid, especially when they start singing in different ways and shit.
Right.
Oh, let me send this video to AJ, man, because you know AJ always supports.
Okay. Yo, did Prince Market D just die?
What?
Prince Marky D.
I didn't hear about that. Hold up.
Yeah, he passed away.
Oh, that was years ago. That was 2021. I
Okay.
forgot.
So I'm like, I know I saw him during the pandemic.
Yeah, I
You
thought you
know.
meant the other dude from
So
Fat Boys.
did he get COVID or what?
No, I think he just had heart issues.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 'cause I saw him on a live stream during the pandemic.
What's up, Mike?
Like, what up?
All right. You know what? I'm ready to start whenever you are, bro.
Let's go.
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely day? This your boy Reg in the building, aka the Smooth Killer. Jalen, what's up, man?
Jalen.
Um, we got light skinned Jordan trying the
Yo,
building with it. How you doing?
it's light skinned Jordan and Jalen. The combo. What's good?
That's good. All right, so today we're going to talk about Destiny's Child with their third album, Survivor. This album came out um April 25th, 2001 on Columbia Records. This is their third studio album. Singles album was known for Survivor, Bootylicious, Emotion, and Nasty Girl. Oh, I forgot. This lineup of Destiny's Child consists of Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Michelle Williams,
Yo,
and you can also say Farrah too. But I'm gonna get more into that later on.
I got you, Jalen. I got you. I'm gonna hit you up after the live stream.
Producers include Walter Afanasieff. He worked with
Yo,
Mariah
you
Carey.
messed up his name, yo. Oh my lord.
Anthony Dent, Damian Elliott, Ken Fambro, Mark J. Feast, Rob Fasari, Calvin Gaines, Beyonce Knowles, Matthew Knowles, Bill Lee, Errol Poppy McCullough Jr., Falante Moore, Poke and Tone, Trackmasters, Corey Rooney, Eric Seats, So Sharp and Carlin. I mean, you can't have an R&B album in the mid to late 90s, early 2000s without So Sharp and Carlin, honestly.
Right.
Rapture Stewart and Dwayne Wiggins. Um, no guest appearances on this album, believe it or not. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So after the release of The Writing on the Wall, that was like their breakthrough album. And I already told y'all that Latoya and Latavia pretty much split from Destiny's Child and everything like that too. And then, that's when they were replaced by Michelle Williams and Phil Franklin. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, what happened was that I told y'all about the lawsuit, the first lawsuit. I'm gonna get to the second lawsuit in a minute. But fast forward to July 2000, Farrah had left after 5 months of joining, and it's been said that she didn't really get along with like a lot of the members and whatnot, and she missed like a lot of promotional appearances and stuff. And pretty much like the only release song that she contributed on was an Independent Woman Part One, which you guys should know that was actually on the Charlie's Angels soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Which that movie was based on the TV show at the same time too. They had like Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and stuff like that. I didn't really care for that movie. Honestly, I didn't really care too much for the show like that. I mean, I like to watch the show whenever there's really nothing on. So
I like the OG. The OG show was dope. And
yeah.
even remember the theme song was sampled by MF Doom.
Oh, for what song?
For the shit he did with Ghostface. I forgot the name of that joint that he did. When they were planning the Doom meets Iron Man album, he had sampled the Charlie's Angels theme song and they did a track together.
Oh wow.
But I love the show. I didn't care for the movies. I thought the movies were just bad.
Yeah. Yeah, the show was pretty decent when it wants to be. I mostly like the first season with Farrah Fawcett,
Yeah.
to be real with you. But yeah, so after that, you know what I'm saying, they, like I was mentioning to you before, they won a lot of awards and everything like that for Writing on the Wall. And it pretty much said that, the double L's pretty much, was still going through their legal issues with like the Destiny's Child group and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? And so also around this time too, that's when they were getting ready for the Survivor album. and pretty much Beyonce did like a lot more co-writing and co-producing when it came to this album as well too. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I can't talk today. Excuse me. But yeah, man. This is the album that it came out right here. This is the album. Um, this is probably like the best known lineup when it comes to Destiny's Child. You know, Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle, and possibly my favorite lineup of the group. You know what I'm saying? This was like a lot more experimental compared to like the previous two albums and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? It definitely had like that embrace that early 2000s kind of sound and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is a dope album cover. And mind you, I had recently got this album a couple weeks ago,
Mm.
so this is like
There's
the
some,
first album.
there's something I noticed. Like all of their album covers, if you look at it closely, they either have a white or a black background. It's never
Right.
nothing colorful or illustration, nothing. It's like basically a basic, simple black and or white background with just them on it.
Just keeping it simple.
Right.
Alrighty. All right. So this album has how many songs? Motherfucker has 15 tracks. We're gonna get started with the first track, "Independent Woman" Part Two. One of the most signature songs. You know what I'm saying? This song pretty much was like a fucking anthem when it came out, a club banger. Everyone knows this record and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this one was a pretty dope track. I like the beat to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those like feminist anthems and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Beyonce, Trackmaster, and Corey Rooney did a production for this song. I didn't even know fucking Trackmasters did some production
Me
on this
neither.
track right here.
Because it don't sound like it.
That's crazy. It
It don't sound
don't.
like it. Yeah.
It don't. But yeah, man. Very, very, very dope song in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have said this is like one of their best songs that they've ever done. You know what I'm saying? And like this was like the only single with Farrah Franklin, and they released a single like right after she left the group, so that's saying
Um,
something. The song was actually nominated for Best Song Written for Motion Picture at the 2001 Grammy Awards, but it actually lost to Randy Newman with "When She Loved Me" for from
what?
Toy Story 2. That was a great song. Hold up, that was a great song.
Really?
That was I actually like
Wow.
that song.
Randy Newman.
Yeah, Sarah
The
McLachlan.
same, the same. You got a friend in me, Randy Newman.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yo,
Fuck me.
don't sleep on Toy Story 2, man. Don't sleep on
I
Toy
had never
Story
watched
2.
any of them, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, man. Other nominees were like REM's "The Great Beyond" from Men on the Moon. That was okay. Bob Dylan when things have changed from the Wonder Boys, and Amy Mann was "Save Me" from Magnolia. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this was a pretty cool song. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the longest number one song by a female group. So that should actually tell you something. I actually like it.
Wow. Mm-mm-mm. So we doing Independent Woman.
Independent Woman.
I love this song. This song was I used to see this video on TRL all the time, and from the movie, and I like the song. I think the song that had a nice beat to it, and I like the video. It's one of those Destiny Child records that was tolerable that I could actually like bump. You know what I'm saying? But it's a great way to start off the album.
Agreed. Track number 2, the controversial song "Survivor." Now, a lot of people are probably asking, how was this song controversial? Well, pretty much this song was controversial because this actually served as another lawsuit from Latoya and Latavia as they sued Beyonce, Kelly, and Matthew because they felt like some of the lyrics was aimed at them and stuff
How?
like that too. Stuff which I'm going to talk more about that because there was some lines where they were saying some shit like, "Hold on, um, you thought I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. You thought I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. You thought I'd be sad without you. I laughed harder. Thought I wouldn't grow without you. Now I'm wiser." You know what I'm saying? And like I said, with Beyonce doing like some most of the co-writing on this album, They
Hmm.
felt like it was aimed at the Destiny's Child members that left and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I mean, despite the controversy, I'm gonna be real with you. When I first heard this record when I was little, I thought it was
Uh,
so fucking annoying. I
really?
heard this shit everywhere.
Now you know how I
Like
felt.
I'm a
Yeah.
but over the years though, over the years, I'm not gonna hold you. I actually tolerated this song.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? There's another single on this album that I cannot fucking stand, but I'm gonna get more
oh
into that in
Lord,
a minute.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I think you might know which one it
Oh
is. I
yeah,
think, but
of course.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that. But
Right.
this song, I love the beat. I love like the singing. It's actually won them a Grammy Award for Best R&B Performance by a duo or group. And
Okay.
guess who the other nominees were?
Let me hear
City
this.
High. City
Oh
High's What
God.
Would You Do?
Oh no.
One 112 Peaches and Cream.
Wow.
Isley
That was
Brothers,
a big hit.
Contagion.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, Faith Evans and Carl Thomas Can't
Oh,
Believe.
that's my joint right there. What?
For real,
That should
that's
have
a
won.
tough cat.
That
To
should have won.
me, it, I'm not mad Survivor one, but I would have probably given it to Isley Brothers Contagious because Contagious, bro.
Really? From
Yes,
what? Come
yes,
on, yo. Hey,
Contagious
that
was
album
that
is
joint.
not that great, yo.
What? Okay, now
Listen,
you
I have that
like,
album. That album, R. Kelly did the production on that. That album is not that great.
okay. It's not better than Mission to Please. It's not better than that one, but Eternal was still classic Isley Brothers.
Classic Mr. Biggs.
Shit.
Yeah. Why Ernie in the picture? I don't even know why he did. Because what is he doing?
Ernie plays the guitar, man. What you fuck you
Yeah,
mean?
but I mean, he's not really needed no more.
Yes, he is. He's one of the best guitarists out right now, nigga.
But that ain't not saying much. That's not saying much right now because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. People ignore instruments now. It's all about how you can sound fly on the
Oh,
machine and shit.
I forgot to tell you.
Mhm.
This song was actually originally for Lil Kim and
Really,
stuff like that. Anthony
Survival,
did originally made yes,
Survival. Get the fuck out of here. How? How was she doing it? She was singing or she was rapping?
rapping.
Get out of here. I can't hear Lil Kim on this beat.
Me neither. Thank God, because
Wow.
Notorious K.M. was not a good album. I did
No, it
not want
wasn't.
that.
It wasn't.
Her worst album.
That's not her worst album. Naked Truth is her worst album. K-
That's
K-
bad, but there's
KIA
some joints
got
on
some
the
joints that I like, but it's just all around a bad album though.
Naked Truth got some joints that I like too, but
Really?
still, it got
Wow.
some joints that I like, but it's still a bad album.
They both bad.
Yeah.
I never knew that. So the beat was for Kim and Kim passed it on?
Well, they envisioned Lil Kim on it, but Beyonce she did the lyrics and the vocal arrangement, and pretty much she pretty much took it as a Destiny's Child song.
Wow.
See, I'm teaching you a lot of things with these
I did
reviews.
not know that, yo. I can't even hear Kim on this shit. I was like, what? Whose idea was that?
You funny.
Holy shit. This was a great record, yo. Like this was a big hit when this shit came out. Like yo, like the same way you said, like I used to see the video all the time. You know, people driving by played it out of their cars. It was a big hit. It was everywhere. And you know, I feel like now in 2024, this song has a second life because of all the sexual harassments and shit
Yeah.
going on in Hollywood. So this is a
Yeah.
song that Cassie could play for herself because she is a
Oh,
survivor of what Diddy has done to her, and
of
the many
course.
others, and the many others that have escaped his clutches. This is a song for them. This is like it's taking on a new meaning now. You know what I'm
He had to throw
saying?
Diddy
You know
jab.
how to do that. You don't have to throw some shade at Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And this was a big record. Like the 808s on it, the chorus, even the video with them like on an island somewhere, and they on the beach and everything. And it's a classic record, man. I just couldn't stand it when it came out back in the day. It was just all over the damn place.
Definitely. Next song, Bootylicious. I'm gonna say something that's gonna cause a lot of controversy.
Oh boy.
I never liked this song.
Wow.
Never,
It's
never liked this song.
overplayed. It's overplayed.
And it actually went through some controversy as well too, believe it or not.
Uh-huh.
So, well, first let me say why I never liked this. Well, because people want to make a big deal that Beyonce created the term bootylicious. She did not create the term bootylicious. First
No.
of all,
No.
niggas been saying that shit since the Parliament and Funkadelic
Yeah. Way before.
and stuff like that. Mothership Connection
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. One Nation Under a Groove. Then
Right.
Snoop Dogg
Mm-hmm.
said that shit on the Fuck with Dre Day song
Right.
and stuff like that. Because people want to say, oh, Snoop Dogg made that term. Snoop did not
Yeah.
make that term.
Your rhyme's quite
Beyonce,
bootylicious.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, is he
Yep.
crazy? But the mama ain't
Right.
got it gonna baby. Come
Baby.
on now.
Ray Day, nigga.
Hell yeah.
1992. Beyonce ain't
1992.
start that fucking tone. Get your facts straight.
But yeah, but then there's some controversy with the song too because the songwriter Rob Fasari, if that's his name, he pretty much, threw some shade. And he pretty much got into a dispute with Matthew Knowles over the song's meaning and stuff like that too. He felt like Matthew and Beyonce stole the song from him. Beyonce went on Barbara Walters talking about she came up with the idea for the song herself. Mind you, like I said, that she did most of the songwriting and
Right.
stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Y'all really fighting over Bootylicious, but anyway. Also too, this is like one of the songs where like Kelly Rowland did most of the lead vocals. And 2001 and 2002 was really Kelly Rowland's really breakout period because she
Uh-huh.
did a song that Try Hates, the Dilemma song with Nelly.
No, I like the
And
song. That's one of the very
oh,
few Nelly songs that I like. But again,
oh,
I
so you
wasn't
like
rushing to the record store to buy a Nelly album. It just wasn't happening. It was
yeah,
tolerable. Like but back then, that's another song I couldn't stand. They played it to death.
right.
But when you
But
spend
yeah,
20 years not hearing it, then you kind of like it now. You know what I mean?
right. And so because you gotta remember Kelly Rowland dropped well, they rushed released that Kelly Rowland album
Yeah.
and stuff like her first album was not like that from 2007. It was actually what's the I forgot the shit's name though. But it wasn't that good. She was trying to do some house kind of. They were trying to do some house music with her. I've heard some of it. Even Kelly Rowland did. I don't think she really cares for that one like that too. Let me look it up. Hold on. But let me look up the name of it. Simply Deep. That's the name of it.
Mm.
Simply Deep. But everyone knows Miss Kelly from '07 because that had that song Walk Like This,
Mm.
that big song and stuff like that too, which I got kind of tired of, honestly.
Is that the one
But
she's like her boobs are out on the cover
for which album?
for I don't know, one of her albums. She got like a black lace like see through top on or something.
Let me see. Hold on. I think I know. Hold on. I think that's the Here I Am album.
Oh,
No, hold on. Either Here I Am or Miss Kelly.
Q, you like everybody I don't like. You like Nelly. You like
Oh
Bow
no,
Wow,
that was a
Diddy.
Simply Deep. That
Oh,
was a Simply Deep
you
album.
like
I know what
everybody
you.
I can't stand. So, which is why me and you will never talk about music.
But yeah, I know a lot of fans love Bootylicious. I really can't really personally stand. If I'm at a club and I got a girl twerking on me and it plays
Mhm.
this song, I'm not gonna deny that twerk, but still.
Yeah, this shit was everywhere. Rockwaller did this beat, right?
Who?
Rockwaller, was it him?
Producer? No, it was actually
Oh,
Beyonce, Christian, Rob Fasari, and
what?
Flantimo who
No, I
produced it.
thought it was Rockwaller that did this shit. Okay. I
You must
mean,
be
yeah,
thinking
this.
about the
Oh,
Christina Aguilera song.
right. That's right. That was the same year.
Same year, yeah.
Same year, right? That's right. This was everywhere. This was a big hit for them. I got tired of seeing the video. You know,
I never get tired of seeing the video.
you never get tired of seeing the video.
I never get tired of seeing it. So the video, I love the video.
Right. Yeah, it was everywhere, man. This is like if you was a Destiny's Child fan, you was in heaven at this point because they were all over the damn place. You know.
Right. and also too, it samples Stevie Nicks' "Edge of 17." That's another controversial song right there. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So
mm.
we already know why that's
But
controversial.
for R. Kelly be what, Edge of 13?
Ah!
Oh
Mm.
man.
But yeah, so it's probably the first Destiny Child song I did not like thus
Mm.
far. You know, that's
Wow.
saying something. That's saying something. And I know try looking at me like, wow, really?
Right? Shit.
Hey, I have my limits too.
Yeah.
I have my limits too.
Yeah.
Shit. Anyway, next song is Nasty Girl. I forgot about this joint to be real with you. This was a very dope track. It samples Interpol, excuse me, Salt and Pepper's Push It. You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope track, a pretty danceable kind of track right here, you know what I'm saying? So I can fuck with it.
Had a dope beat. I like the beat for this. It was dope.
Yeah. Next song, Fancy. Of course, Dwayne Wiggins comes back. Of course, this is one of my favorite tracks on the album, possibly my favorite, possibly, but
Mm.
it's tied with another song. I'm gonna get more into that in a minute. But the songwriting on this song alone is what's very unique because I feel like it kind of took a lot from the Survivor. Because Beyonce starts off saying, "I've always been so nice to you, girl, helping you, girl, there for you, girl. You always try to compete with me, girl, using me, girl, abusing me, girl." Those lyrics sound kind of personal to me. I don't know if it was just me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It sounds definitely very personal. It's never really been confirmed who she actually aimed the song at, but
Uh-huh.
a lot of the gossip say that this was aimed at the former members of Destiny's Child
Mm.
and whatnot. I don't want to say shit because I don't know if that's 100% true, but
Mm.
you know, definitely a very dope beat from Dwayne Wiggins. I mean, Dwayne Wiggins, man, one of the best R&B producers. He was definitely on the zone with this one right here. He was definitely in the zone.
Yeah.
Like, I wish he would do some more shit with Beyonce in the solo albums though too, but that's another story for a different day.
It was alright. It's not one of my favorites. It was cool.
Respect. All right, next song we got is Apple Pie a la mode. Um, this was another experimental kind of track right here too. You know what I'm saying? I love the harmonies from the members with this track right here, especially when it came to the chorus and stuff like that. It kind of had like a mini Ripperton feel with the hip hop R&B kind of feel to it too. Like the songwriting definitely had like a mini Ripperton kind of feel. But
Mm.
yeah, not one of my favorites, but it's alright.
And he had a dope beat. Some scratching on there, make it sound a little bit hip hop, and it was dope. I like it. That's
Definitely.
actually that's the name of a dessert too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Next track is called Sexy Daddy. Um this was a pretty cool song right here. Pretty danceable kind of track. You know what I'm saying? I love the harmonies between Kelly and Beyonce on this one. So yeah, this is a favorite.
Yeah. It was alright.
All right, next song is what's the next song we got? Independent Women Part 2. I actually like this better than Part 1, believe it or not.
Really, this one, this version.
Yes. It's the weird Looney Tunes beat.
Quirky
The,
melody.
like dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun dun.
What is that? What is that?
Like shout out to my boy, shout out to my friend Jermaine, because I was listening to this record
Uh,
and he played the joint. I was looking at myself like, yo, I never heard of part two. Honest, I never heard of part two. I
uh,
heard of part two. I was just like, I like the way they were flowing with it. The beat has a southern rap kind of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely, I don't know who I can see on that beat though, but it definitely
mm,
had a very unorthodox kind of feel to it. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
This is actually my third favorite track on this album, believe it or not.
Wow.
So yeah, part one is the more iconic one, but part two is a more deeper cut I can fuck with.
Buster could have been dope on here. Twister.
Yeah, Missy.
Yeah, Missy. Yeah, Missy. I
Hell,
just
I would
thought it
even go
was.
with Twister.
Yeah, I just thought the beat was like real quirky for them.
Dun, dun,
You
dun,
know,
dun,
like
dun, dun.
real cartoonish. I'm like, what are they doing here? Real cartoonish for them. Like the first one, I think was good. Like I don't think it even needed another one. You know, and I don't know.
Yeah, man, they were definitely on the experimental. This is like their most experimental album they
Mm,
came out with. Um, Track number 9, Happy Face. I love this record right here. This is a very positive kind of track right here. It kind of reminds me of the Ghostface song he did with Raekwon and Slick Rick called "The Sun."
mm,
That was supposed to have been on Bulletproof Wallets.
right.
You know what I'm saying? If that was on the retail version, that would easily have been my favorite track on the album. But you know
Mm,
what I'm saying? I'm so glad people still that song's still available because it definitely had like that waking up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna start my week off right and shit like that too. You know what
right.
I'm saying? And from what an interview with Beyonce, she said she was inspired to write this song after crying herself to sleep and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
she woke up and the sunlight
really?
just shined on her face and stuff. Yeah, because like she was going through a lot of depression from what I looked up. You know, just because of all the members leaving. Because you got to remember, she grew up with like
Mm,
Latavia and Latoya
right.
and stuff like that too. Yeah, that was like a home.
And then dating Jay-Z, who was a pimp at that time. You know, I could see why she was crying herself to sleep.
Well, she wasn't really dating JV at
Oh,
this
she wasn't
time
doing that
though.
day? Really?
That was like maybe 02, 03. But they weren't even really they weren't. I mean, they met, but they weren't in each other's orbit around this time.
Mm.
Not not crying over Jay Z.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, it was good. You know, it's a dope track.
Right. All right. Next track, Emotion. My favorite song on the album. Believe it or not. Yes, this song is a cover. It's a cover of Samantha Sang. The song was actually written by Barry and Robin Gibb from the Bee Gees, and Samantha Sang was like I think one of like their proteges and some shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But then because the original version, you can hear that original version on the movie Roll Bounce
Hmm.
and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Which that's Q's favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Right? Bow Wow.
But I like the cover version because it definitely showed them the vocally they were that definitely at their best. They had that smooth melody towards it and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I actually like the cover more than the original. Keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? I hated the Neptunes remix. I never liked the Neptunes remix. I'm gonna be real with you right there.
Remixes? Wow.
Yeah, because you know how the Neptunes like to do that up tempo
Mm.
kind of shit. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm not really.
Wow.
But yeah, man. This song is definitely a favorite of mine. Love it.
Mm. It was cool. I don't even know if I want to hear the Neptunes remix
You don't.
because I
You
love the
don't.
Neptunes, but even some of those remixes wasn't good.
I agree. Now you know how I feel. Now you know how I feel and
It
shit.
just well, some of it just didn't age well. Like when I hear like there's certain shit that I hear from like the 2000s and it just didn't age well. And like some of their shit, not all of these shit. Some of their remixes didn't age well, you know, and I'm like nah, I don't even want to hear the lyrics.
Right. That's how I feel about with Lord Willin. I like the lyrics,
There you
but the
go.
production, I just didn't like the production.
You're crazy. That is a timeless album.
Yeah,
That's
timeless and
like
stuff.
one of the best hip hop albums of that whole decade. That's one in the top 10 of the decade right there. We need to do that
Okay.
of
All
like
right.
all the 2000s. That's one of the best rap albums of the 2000s.
Next song, Brown Eyes. I'm just excuse me, Dangerously in Love. One, because we already talked about Dangerously in Love 2 from the Dangerously in Love album from Beyonce's first solo album and stuff like that too.
Hmm.
Um, this one right here, was produced by Walter FNSF, and if you guys know or familiar with his stuff, he did a lot of stuff for Mariah Carey, and he always familiarized himself with like those soft ballads, that
Mhm.
somewhat on the risk of adult contemporary and shit like that too. And I feel like this song definitely was kind of something on that vein and shit. Wait, no, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. He'd actually produced the next song. I made a mistake, but still, this one was definitely more softer ballad. This one was pretty decent. Not really one of my favorites, but it's pretty decent and shit.
Yeah, Beyonce did a thing on here. Definitely was a nice ballad. I liked it.
Right. All right. And then now we're gonna get into Brown Eyes, which he actually did Brown Eyes and stuff like that too. Which again, it definitely had the more softer tones, nice little piano ballad and stuff like that. I could have definitely seen Mariah Carey doing something like this, maybe Daydream Music Box era. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah, this was cool. I like this song. Like the beat for it.
definitely. Track number 13, The Story of Beauty. I love this song. This is another great song. I feel like this was their version of TLC's Unpretty, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? This was actually inspired by one of their fans who pretty much wrote a letter talking about how she went through a lot of sexual violence and stuff like that too. So they did a song like in a tribute to her, looking out for her and stuff like that too. Again, like with TLC, with the fan mail album, they pretty much did a lot of their songs based on the fan letters and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Spoiler alert: we definitely got to talk about the TLC 3D one day.
Yeah.
It's next month, unfortunately. Yeah, but this song right here was pretty good. Beyonce definitely did a thing on this one. I feel like she definitely was the star of the show with this one.
Yeah, this was alright. I enjoyed it. Much to say about it.
Right. Track number 17, Gospel Melody, dedicated to Andretta Tillman. Again, another tribute to their manager, them going to their gospel roots and stuff like that too. So I like this one.
It's nice gospel inspired track. They Beyonce has the voice for it. It was dope.
Right. And the last track is the outro DC3, Thank You. Um, Again, just giving their shout outs and thanks and stuff like that, talking about how God is always making another day. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I actually like this outro. I
Yeah.
feel like it was a very dope outro for them. You know what I'm saying? Probably my favorite outro to any Destiny's Child album, to keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
It's a nice little outro in the album off.
Mm. So overall, this despite a few missteps, I do feel like this is still a very dope album. It might be a bit experimental for its taste. You know what I'm saying? They definitely were experimenting with like some techno, some dance tracks, some hip hop tracks and stuff like that too. If there's really any song I didn't really care for, it might probably just be like Bootylicious. Um Apple Pie LMO was okay too, but other than that, a lot of these songs range from very good to classic. Like this is still a very dope album. Um, is it my favorite R&B album of '01? Absolutely not, because I still got my Erica Badu's Bad Mama's Gun
Oh
above
yeah,
this one.
yes.
I still got Alicia Keys songs in A minor. This
Classic.
might be like within like the top seven.
Mm.
I would give the album its credit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's not a bad Destiny's Child album. But if I have to like rank like the previous two and if Destiny's Fulfilled, which spoiler alert, that's next week, and I have a lot of good things to say about that, then this might be like my least favorite. But in my least favorite, that does not mean it's a failure, if that makes sense. I will give this a 4.2 out of 5.
Is it on me now?
It's on the balls on your court.
My favorite tracks were like Independent Woman Part 2, Apple Pie, Alamo, Survival. Some of the tracks, back then were just like overplayed as hell. Booty Wishes was everywhere. Survivor was everywhere. I mean, but for the Destiny Child fans, they're gonna love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, I like the first album more than this one though. You know,
Right.
but it's not a bad album. I'm just not a huge Destiny's Child fan like that.
Yeah.
Had some joints,
And
some joints on here I would like to forget, like the Independent Woman Part Two and Bootylicious. But it's a great album for them.
definitely. How much would you rank it?
I don't know how am I ranking it. I don't know because maybe three mics. I probably would give it, just like Sam did.
Okay.
Probably give it
Um,
three.
and this album was actually nominated for Best R&B Album for the Grammys, but it lost. Ironically, it lost to Alicia Keys' "Songs in a Minor," which
See,
again,
see,
not mad.
see that
But
that's what Jay-Z was saying. How come Beyonce got the most Grammys all time, but she never won for album of the year? See?
but look at the other nominees though. Aaliyah's self-titled album, which
Ooh,
that was a dope album.
she should have won.
That was another album that took a while for me to go on. I'm not gonna hold you.
Really?
Yeah,
The Leah album? Wow.
I liked it, but when
Mhm.
I first heard it, that futuristic style,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
That
That it
that
was
was
like I
the
said,
thing about, that's what I'm saying, bro. It was like the 2000s. It was like a lot of futuristic shit going on.
like the kind of beat, like.
Yeah.
But over the years, I was like, okay, this shit was pretty dope. It's not better than One in a Million,
Mhm.
but I will put it better than Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
Really? You think it's better than the first one?
Yes.
Oh man, I don't think so. I always loved the first one, and it's only because like I grew up with it as a teenager.
Oh yeah, the first one
The
was
third
dope.
one, but the third one, she was more mature on that album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got her. I feel like it wasn't all about Timbaland on that album, and she used different producers, and she had like a
Yeah.
different sound for that album.
Because they were going through some issues too
Yeah,
around that time. Her and Tim, but
yeah,
her Tim and Missy, but
right.
her and Missy saw like they patched it up, but her and Tim never really fully patched it up. I
Yeah.
gotta really I gotta
I
relook
didn't
why
I
it
didn't
happened.
know that. I saw Jaguar Wright talk about that Timbaland and her had beef or some shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you also had Indie Irie's Acoustic Stole,
Mm-hmm.
which that's her first album. That's an underrated album right there.
Right.
And then you had Mary J. Blige's No More Drama, which
Ooh.
I mean, come on.
Oh.
But I forgot. That's Happy Mary J. Blige. That's Happy Mary.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
happy.
Jalen, you still in here? That's his
I,
album right there.
I love No More Drama, but people want to bash that album because they like Mary when she's depressed and drugged out and shit like that.
I
You
will
know what
not
I'm saying?
I will not slander the queen of hip hop soul. I will not
I'm
slander.
not slandering shit. I'm
I
not
know.
slandering shit.
I'm just saying, even if that's the case, if people felt like she made her best shit when she was on drugs or whatever, I will not slander the queen.
Right. But y'all stay tuned for Destiny's Fulfilled when we talk about that next week because that's now I have a lot another shit. I have a lot of shit to say. But let's get into Raising Canaan because
Mm.
I have a lot of shit to say about this
Well,
season. You know what I'm saying?
oh man.
Season 3 of Raising Canaan. Where do I begin? This is a very interesting season right here.
Mm-hmm.
So quick synopsis. So we already found out that Rock and Unique got shot from that
Mm-hmm.
invasion and stuff like that too from the Italians. Kanan's still mad at Rock because he wants his independence and shit like that too. And pretty much he's mad because she didn't want him to see in Palomar, which is like his cougar friend. So he wanted me. He was just pretty much saying fuck my family right now. So he
Mm-hmm.
was staying with Famous, and he wanted trying to get Famous to sell some like drugs and shit like that too, like mostly some weed and stuff. Famous still trying to work on his music shit. I kind of felt sorry for Famous this season because Famous was just everyone. His like Kanan's punching bag, Ronnie's punching bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get more into his mama in a minute because his mama kind of pissed me off. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying?
Same.
Then you had Ronnie, which was Unique's brother, getting out of jail. He was pretty much like the MVP this season.
Right.
A lot of people say they liked his character. A lot of people did not like his character. The nigga wore the same outfit literally all the time, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Eating some honey nut Cheerios.
uh,
Yeah. So then you had a Rock. You know, she's also trying to like have like a front. So she's trying to like have a front. You know, doing it being a tent, be like a landlord
right.
and stuff like that too. You had Marvin trying to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Well, Marvin again. London Brown, I think his name. What's his actor's
Yeah, London
name?
Brown. Yeah.
London Brown.
Hmm.
Yo, very dope actor, man. Very
Yeah,
dope actor.
for sure.
I, I loved his relationship with Jukebox this season and shit like that too. It was
Yeah,
much more
same,
better.
same.
Speaking of Jukebox, the storyline with her, I felt like I'm glad that she didn't go through a lot this season, but I felt like they didn't really know what to really do with her this season. To
Hmm.
keep it real with you, like they had a girl group storyline, and they had her contemplating on joining the army
Hmm.
and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I mean, the army storyline I don't really care for too much to be real with you, but the girl group storyline, it kind of got better like towards the second half.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Um, then he had fucking Lou, who was just, oh my, Lou was just a disappointment this
A hot
season.
mess. Yeah.
We straight killers, yo. He was just drinking as hell, you
Hmm.
know, because you know him and Rock were just beefing throughout this whole season. He, motherfucker was snitching on himself. It was just like, Lou, what the fuck is you doing?
All
Like,
over the
this is
place. Yeah.
not this is not the same Lou for like the first two seasons and shit.
Right.
No, then what else happened this season? Yeah, Ronnie supposedly quote unquote killed
Hmm.
Unique and shit
Right.
like that too. Unique came back in the last scene.
I thought he was dead for sure, yo. You
You
know,
know what?
the way he was, they were trolling social media and the fans, and you know, I think like the episode that he got killed supposedly, like Joey had dropped like a new single, and he just did a new song with Conway that came out on Friday, and I thought he was gone for good. He went on tour, and then you see his ass back in the last episode.
Yeah, yeah. Also, yeah, I felt like they psyched it out really good. Cause
Yeah,
I have a feeling Unique is Breeze though. I have a feeling Unique is
you
Breeze,
think so?
but I'm
You
not
think so?
going.
We Breeze?
I think so.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, this season
Hmm.
there was like a lot of enjoyable moments this season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of, but there was some shit this season that I kind of felt like was just kind of filler.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, the army storyline with Jukebox. You know, I did like when Ronnie and Kanan were just teaming up and just causing havoc
Right.
and what. You know what I'm saying? But the thing with this power shows, like they are so quick to kill off people
Yeah.
and stuff. That's, you know what I'm saying. You know, they're so quick to kill off person. Like I wasn't expecting Detective Howard. Oh, Detective Howard,
Right?
my nigga.
Shit.
He didn't even raise Kanan all this season and shit. Like my nigga did not raise Kanan this whole season. But yeah, what did you think about this season?
I thought it was good. I thought I think they're setting up like the future for Kanan and for Jukebox. Like by the time we see Kanan and Jukebox in the original Power, they were already grown adults. Jukebox was a cop. I think her going into the army is gonna set up her going into becoming a cop and seeing what transpired with that, and then with Kanan was on the outs with Rock, and he wanted to be his own man, and have his own business and not be under her. He moved out. Him and Famous were living together, and Kanan had respect on the streets, and him teaming up with Ronnie, crazy ass Ronnie, and with Ishmael and his woman, and I think that was they knew that they had to team up with Kanan because he knew how to sell product, and he had respect on the streets. And Kanan was loving it, and him teaming up with Ronnie, that was like his muscle. There's like, you saw like how when he kicked Famous out of the crib because um Rock had paid Famous off to tell her what Kanan was doing, and once Kanan found out about that, he kicked him out of the crib. So when Famous would come back around, it was like he wasn't welcome there no more. He had to answer to Ronnie. Ronnie was like the Kanan's muscle, and we saw that, and then we seen like with Kanan's story at the times with Jukebox because Kanan was messing around with one of the girls from the R&B group that Jukebox was in, and it's the very same girl that she had friction with in the group. You know what I'm saying? And you see Kanan and the other girl, they messing around, and there were rumors online that Kanan was gonna that would be like the girl that he got pregnant, and that would be like his baby mother of Sean. Later on in Power that he has a son named Sean. Sean, the
Yeah.
same Sean that was messing around with Tasha, behind
Yep.
Ghost's back. But we don't know who the baby mother is. There were rumors saying that it was gonna be the girl from Jukebox group. It might not be her. It might be somebody else. And there was also a rumor I heard that remember in the first season of Power, Kanan as an adult was locked up in prison, right?
Yeah.
And supposedly his I think the inmate with him was Sean. So I don't know how true that is. I don't remember Sean being on Power, but that was a lot of people were saying that I think they're gonna have us go back to watch the OG Power to connect the dots. But supposedly people were saying that Sean grown up was in the OG Power, and that's how Kanan named his son after Sean, his best friend or whatever. But we still don't know who the baby mother is, and if this girl is pregnant. But you saw how when Kanan started messing around with the girl that it caused friction with him and Jukebox. Even Jukebox is going back and telling Rock how Kanan was acting different. He's working with Ronnie, and Ronnie to Rock is the enemy. He's the enemy for Rock and for Marvin and Lulu, and Rock felt like she had to put a stop to that. And on top of that, you had like the social worker that was coming to the house, and Kanan had to be at home because he's underage, but he's running the streets, and he has his own business, and he's caught up with the street life and with Rock, and Rock is basically trying to keep him safe and keep him at home so that the government don't take him away from her. You know what I'm saying? So she had to deal with that. She was sleeping with Unique at one point. And Unique basically saved her from season two. You know what I'm saying? When they were out together and out to kill her, and he saved her, and that turned into like a relationship for them, and once we thought he got killed, it was like nobody was really there for Rock. She had to like handle shit on her own. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically why I think she wanted out, to get out of the business and stay on the low, and we see Lulu. Lulu was all fucked up. He was drinking. It seemed like this whole season he had a bottle in his hand or something. He was drinking. They put him in the clinic, and I thought he was gonna off himself in the rehab center or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he almost did, but he wasn't successful. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying to help the lady with the nightclub, and turn the nightclub into like a spot for like young talented artists. We see famous came there. He was performing there at one point, and it got so bad for Lulu that the lady that owned the nightclub, she asked Famous to help her out around the spot. You know what I'm saying? And Famous ended up getting each ended up making like some janky record deal with a promoter, and he caught a case for shooting for killing that other kid from last season, and it was just a lot of shit going on with them, and you know I think the main thing for this from this season, I like the fact that they got like more. There was more backstory for Jukebox, and how she went from being a booster, and boosting like polo gear, and then getting caught up in the streets, and then become she was a singer. She met her mom, who she never met last season, played by Latoya Luckett, ironically, from Destiny's Child. Then the mother dies, and she's dealing with Marvin being a deadbeat dad, and he wasn't really there for her, but he supported her this season. I think there was growth with Marvin and Jukebox relationship, and seeing how that was going on the right path for once, and she joined the R&B group, but then at the same time, it was like so much, she got caught up in her family's bullshit that she wanted to leave town and go into the army. And I think for next season, we're gonna definitely see the aftermath of that. Like once she goes into the army, what happens? You know, does she leave the army and become a cop, or at some point we're gonna see like the evil Jukebox. So she when she was an adult, she was evil. You know what I'm saying? Like she like Kanan. We started to see Kanan. I think Kanan always had it in him, but we started to see it more this season. But at some point, like remember, if we saw Power, the OG Power, they were evil. They were the same ones that kidnapped Tariq. You know what I'm saying? And Kanan eventually took our Jukebox or whatever. So we're gonna see that turn at some point. But I think this is like, I like the fact that they're planting the seeds now in this Raising Kanan show, so that when it's all said and done, and this show is over eventually, people will go back and watch the OG Power and be like, oh, so this is how this is why Jukebox was the way she was, and Kanan, and they doing it now in this show. And I like the fact that they focus mainly on Jukebox this season, and Marvin, you know his character growing, you know um Kanan, his character, going away from Rock and starting his own business and stuff. Lulu's downfall. I think that was probably the most surprising thing, was seeing how bad Lulu was. Because I always thought he was the stronger brother in the family, and it was like a role reversal. This season we had Marvin, which is he was like the strong one, and Lulu was the one that was vulnerable, and he needed help. And no matter, and he didn't want to deal with Rock, and Rock was still there for her brother, and she put him in rehab, and made sure he was okay. And I think we'll see Lulu bounce back for season 4, and
Hopefully.
hopefully, because there's been rumors about him too. Like is he gonna even survive the whole show? They might kill him off. But Ronnie, I don't think Ronnie should have been killed off. I think they got rid of him really really quickly. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
that's a character that they could have like saved. They could have like kept him alive for a couple more seasons. They could have did something with that character. I didn't really feel like they should have killed him off. You know what I'm saying? Like, is
Right.
he really debuted really this season? Like, how do you kill him off? Just like that. You know what I mean? And not even by Rock. It was Kanan that killed him. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like they could have saved him for like at least another season. But the fact that they killed him off, maybe the rumors are true that this Breeze character that we kept like hearing about is gonna be unique, and he just changes his identity to Breeze or whatever. And I don't know, like in the power lore, like how much of a badass is Breeze supposed to be?
That's what I'm saying.
Because I mean, when you hear the rumors, it's like he knew Ghost, he knew Tommy, he knew, he was like the mentor for Kanan. So how much of a badass is he like in the Power universe? You know what I'm saying? Like we heard about him for years. It's like and we still don't know if Joey Badass is gonna be this character because they never casted Breeze before. We only heard about him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm interested in seeing if Unique is gonna be Breeze or if we're gonna have to wait another season to see this legendary character that we haven't seen yet on screen. You
I'm
know,
saying
what's the situation with with Stefano? Because he wasn't featured a lot in the season finale. I mean, other than Rock giving, he ended up giving Rock the money, the ransom money for the what we thought was ransom for Kanan, and it turned out to be a whole plot by Kanan. You know what I'm saying? But other than that scene, we didn't see Stefano in the season finale, which I was surprised about. So what's his status with her?
I'm guessing possibly they're gonna build a relationship with him, then obviously he's gonna do some slick shit.
Right. That and at some point he'll die too.
Right.
You know, I was surprised that they killed Howard. That was another shock to me. Like two of the people that died in the season finale, I think they could have survived a couple more, especially Howard, because Howard he's Kanan's. We found out he's Kanan's biological dad, and he basically was family. He was basically blood to Rock and Kanan. And I was shocked that they killed him off before he actually got caught for all the shiesty shit he done as a detective. Like they were just making a case against him at the precinct, and then he gets off. So is that going to come back and is that going to come back and bite Rock in her ass, or, for what happened with? I mean, because he killed a cop, but with Kanan. Well, not even Kanan. It was Rock that killed Howard, right? It was Rock that killed Howard. So
Yeah.
she has a cop's body on her gun. So is that gonna bite her back next season? And all the stuff that I feel like they're gonna like the priest is gonna piece everything together and be like, oh, so he was really Kanan's biological father, and he had a relationship with Rock. So let's go after Rock and see what Kanan know also. Meanwhile, when they tried to get Jukebox, didn't tell them shit, and she basically gonna leave town to go into the army, so they don't have that. They can't go back to her. So it's like I feel like that's the precinct. Like they're gonna have a case around on Rock, and they're gonna go after them next season. Maybe. The situation with the wife and the husband, Ishmael. I forgot the wife name. Ishmael and another chick.
Snaps and pops.
Yeah, Snaps and Pops. Like, what's gonna happen with them? You know what I'm saying? Because Ronnie was there. Ronnie dead. You know what I'm saying? Kanan killed Ronnie, and he basically back with his mother. His mother made sure that he was away from Snaps and Pops. So is it gonna be like a war going on with Snaps and Pops and the family?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? So they left some questions open. Like I said, like the whole thing with Kanan and the girl from the group. Is she gonna be pregnant? Is that gonna be the baby mother for Kanan in the future? The one that gives birth to Sean. We don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? They didn't leave it on the cliffhanger for us, so we don't know. Um, what's gonna happen with Famous? Because like what you said, and I know I didn't let you finish. Go ahead. What you was gonna say about Famous mom?
I wanted to slap the shit out of her for that finale.
Yes, I agree.
It's like
She,
damn, the motherfucker moved back home just to get out of trouble. Now he's in a
right.
whole lot of trouble with
I
her.
didn't, and I don't want to say that's a Puerto Rican mother doing that, because I feel like any race, any mother of any race would have did that. But if you cleaning up your child's room, and you find a gun in your child's room, why the fuck would you call the cops and turn it over to them? Especially when they got bodies
Exactly.
on it.
Exactly.
That makes no damn sense. Especially when she was the one that threw Famous out, that kicked Famous out the first time, right?
Right.
And then he comes back home. You wanted him back home, and then you find a gun in your son's room, and then you call the cops and turn it over to them.
That's stupid.
You know what I mean? I didn't understand what the hell she was doing. So she basically got her own son back in prison. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you could easily throw that gun away. You could have easily
Because
got rid of that gun instead of calling the
because
cops.
in
You know
real
what I mean?
life, she could have even been arrested for that.
Right. But Kanan, they know that about to say Kanan. They know that Famous got a body on that gun. That's the same gun he used to kill that other dude. You know what I'm saying? And your son is like a budding rap star. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a deal away from being the next big thing out of Queens. And how do you do that? How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like I just thought I was just dumb for her to do that shit. So she's the one that really. I think next season we're gonna see Famous, incarcerated, and he ain't gonna know how to handle jail, and it's gonna and his mother gonna feel some type of way because she's gonna realize that she's the one that got him locked up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So now I don't know what's their plans for Famous. I thought Famous was gonna get killed this season. I don't know what's their plans for Famous or whatever. People saying that they saw him as an adult incarcerated on the OG Power, which means he probably was in there from when we see him get locked up this season as a teen, all the way to when he becomes an adult for that same murder charge on the gun because of his mother. So I don't know. I don't remember seeing him on the OG Power, but if that's true, that means he was in there for a long time. And then he was able to still see Kanan join him in that same prison eventually. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what their plans is for Famous right now.
Yeah, you never know. Hopefully that's not the thing that keeps him locked up. Hopefully.
Right? Do you think we'll see Symphony anytime soon? You think we'll see him back on that show?
Oh, Symphony was on the his rocks like
Yeah, the
boyfriend.
right
See,
the dude from
I
the
don't
club
even know.
because he left town. Like he didn't really like he stopped dealing with them. So I don't know.
We'll probably see him again. Least
Juliana
expect.
Juliana got killed. Rock shot
Thank
her ass.
thank God.
But was she really a threat? I didn't really feel like she was a threat to Rock though. Was she really a threat to her?
She was just getting too comfortable.
Her and her brother, they were big dealers in the street game too. But why not kill the brother? They didn't kill the brother, you know. And Juliana was really the only like crazy bitch that was messing with Ronnie on that level. Like she liked Ronnie.
Right.
She was messing with her. Like no other chick was Ronnie was staying with Unique and his wife, and his Unique's wife was afraid of him. But Juliana, she was like the only one that was like ready to do business with Ronnie, and she was messing around with him.
I did not want to see that sex scene between them
Yeah, I thank God they didn't do that. That would have been awkward,
because I
you
almost threw
know.
up in my mouth.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ronnie was like he was like the black Jason Voorhees, like his
Right.
movements, and he didn't have a lot of dialogue. He would say like one liners. If they ever did if New Line Cinema ever said like, yo, we're gonna do a Friday the 13th reboot and we're gonna make him black, that's who you get. You get Ronnie. You get him to be Jason Voorhees because he got the mannerisms down pat. You know, and like I said, I don't feel like they should have killed him off. I think they could have used him at least for another season or two. You know, now if Unique comes back as Breeze, Who is he exactly? Is he gonna be a villain? Well, if he's gonna be the mentor to Kanan, I'm assuming him and Rock is still gonna be cool, but he's gonna be very different now that since the head injury that he got from his brother. So I want to see if he becomes Breeze, how is Breeze gonna be different from Unique? Like what is gonna be the difference that we see? Because this is basically gonna be the same guy playing two different roles on this show. So I want to see what's the difference between Breeze and Unique, and how that's gonna affect Kanan and Rock.
We just have to wait till next year, I guess,
Yeah,
or later
yeah.
on this year.
Hopefully, yeah, probably by next year I would say it comes back. 'Cause I know everything's delayed because of the actor strike, the writer strike. We're getting BMF March 1st, and I would say like by May, I would say we get season was it season 4 of Tariq?
Yeah, I heard that's coming out in May.
Yeah, I would say by May. Like they usually show the trailer around like the season finale, or around that during the season of the current show. So I would say by May we get season 4 of Tariq, and then Tommy will be after that. And I'm really looking forward to season 4 because like I told you last year, they were filming around my way. Before the writers and actors strike happened, they were filming an episode around my way for season 4. So I want to see what they actually shot.
Yeah, that's very dope, man. I can't
Yeah,
wait to see what they got next
yeah,
season.
so definitely want to see how that Monet and how that whole thing plays out.
Definitely.
I
But
almost
yeah,
forgot
man.
what happened on. I forgot what happened on season 3.
Season 3 of Tyreek.
Yeah, I forgot what happened on that show already.
Oh,
It's
that's
crazy.
easy. Them bitch ass Tejadas sold him out.
They sold out Tariq.
Yeah, because Diana pretty much played on Monet and stuff like that. Got her shot because Tasha shot at Monet, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
Then
right. That's
Brandon,
right. It was like a shooting in front of Monet's house, and they were trying to find out who did it or whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
Right. But
Yeah.
I'm actually going to end off this video off right here. If you don't have anything else to say about,
I think it was a good season. I'm looking forward to season 4 and what that brings, and I'll probably forget what happened in season 3 already. I'll have to go back and listen to this um review that we did and catch up again. That because it takes so long for them to come out with these shows,
right?
But I thought it was a good season, and hopefully I don't know who the villain gonna be. I'm assuming it's gonna be Breeze if we get him, or Stefano, since we didn't see a lot of him in the season finale. We'll see what happens with that, and how to if the precinct moves forward with a case against Rock and the family, being that they're gonna find out that Howard was had ties to them. So what happens with Famous, if he gets locked up for a long time, what happens to Lulu? Will he bounce back? Will we see will we see a jukebox go to the army? What happens with that? A lot of questions coming for season 4, so I'm looking forward to it.
Same. But all right, yo.
Yeah,
I feel like it was a good season too.
yeah, definitely.
All right, so this week we definitely got some heat coming up this week. So tomorrow we got Monifa with the Moods Moment album.
Whoa.
That's gonna be tomorrow at 11 p.m. I've never actually heard this album in full, but I've heard so many good things about it.
Lashia, you late. We about to sign off for here.
What's up, girl?
We need her on some of these shows with us.
Oh yeah, I got something for her.
What
Yeah.
you mean?
Plus I want to come up to a show tomorrow anyway. So
Yeah, you gonna win some money?
I want to reclaim my title because I
Matter
felt
of
like
fact, we claim your title. Nobody's beating you since me. What you mean we claim your title? Matter of fact, I'm
not because
coming on here tomorrow too because it's been a long time and people need to see my face.
right, because I know last week I technically had it right, but I fucked up. You
You
know
know
what I'm
she don't want us
saying?
to
But
win the money.
of course.
You know.
So then Wednesday we got Bounty Killer with the My Experience album.
Oh,
Yeah, we got two reviews for Wednesday. We got that one and Mobb Deep's Infamy at Midnight.
oh, we got two.
Yeah,
So we doing Bounty Killer. What time is that?
6 p.m.
Okay, and then Infamy is what 11.
midnight.
Oh wow,
All right, and
a busy
then
Wednesday.
Thursday we got Rick Ross Deeper Than Rap
What time is that?
midnight.
Okay, deeper than rap. One of my favorites.
Yeah, and then Saturday, depending on how I feel, I might push this one back. But this
Okay.
depending as of now is Saturday. Linda Clifford with Here's My Love.
She said, "No, we don't. No, we don't." About what? That we don't need to win money, or she don't want to be on here.
Who knows?
No, we
So
don't. Can stand for a lot of things.
yeah, so this week is gonna be an interesting week. A lot of people gonna get their first reviews this week.
Yes.
Definitely love it. Also, next week it's gonna be the Family Matters breakdown. Next week, you
So,
know what I'm saying?
so
Yes, that's gonna be an interesting
you're
one
gonna see my
too.
face tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there early too. Just because you asked, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, I got off work at 3 p.m. tomorrow, so I
Rich,
should be
Rich,
home.
I feel like at this point we deserve an award for just being on the Shia show and being the OGs on there. You know, winning all the contests. Nobody's beating us. Like I'm like the first champion of the show. I'm a Hall of Famer now,
Right.
and Reg is the new champ, the current champ. But he gonna lose. He gonna lose like Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40.
I'm weak.
Every champion will lose at some point, huh? Unless he retiring as
Mm.
champ. You retiring as champ?
Nope.
Nope. Somebody gonna beat you.
Yeah. Also, too, after the Destiny's Child Artist Sunday, we're going to do Queen from 1974 to 1982. It's going to be part one of the Queen breakdown.
Oh
I'm going to
wow.
send you the Queen list tonight, too, because
You didn't. She said you didn't win last week. So nobody won. But he's still a champion.
technically, I did win. I didn't win last week, but it's interesting. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, man. Anything you have to say before we head out?
Thursday before we go live on here, I'm going live with Flips Talk. Shout out to Flips Talk. Go follow his channel on YouTube. He's a great movie reviewer, and he has great movie content on his channel. And he's also a collector. You know, he does pickups and unboxings. You know, just like Mike. Shout out to Mike. Follow Flips Talk and Q's reviews. Another great movie.
Q
Um,
Smooth?
Q's reviews.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yes. He has another great YouTube channel. So they hit me up and they wanted do a top five um black actors and actresses in horror movies. So we're doing that list on Thursday. That's gonna be live on they have a podcast together. It's like a horror podcast. So I'm gonna be live on there at I think it's 8:30. So look out for that. And yeah, lots more a lot of great stuff coming in the next coming weeks.
Yeah, I
No,
can't wait. I'm feeling.
not this Q, not you Q, because we know you don't like showing your face. You ain't got no light. No, I'm talking about there's another Q. You know,
Yeah, I'm feeling very creative lately.
yeah,
I got a few surprises. I'm not gonna I'm gonna reveal this week and shit. But
yeah,
y'all gonna love the next sitcom we're gonna talk about. Y'all gonna love the next albums we're gonna talk about.
right.
Oh, also I plan on doing the Hoodlum movie review next week too.
Nice. I don't know if I'm gonna be available for that. No, I will be because it's on streaming. The other one you talked about, they don't have it on streaming though.
I know. That's why I said let me. I'm gonna
Why are you
find that
doing
one.
these obscure reviews, Reg?
No, because Sugar Hill was also on Tubi at one point, but they took it out Tubi.
Oh man, they took it off to put what? What they put it on there? What a movie with Black Rob? Who wants to see that?
Because I swear to God, I could have sworn I saw Sugar Hill on either Tubi or something. But I know Hoodlum is on YouTube. It's on HBO Max. I know it's on. I know because I was watching
Listen,
it there.
man, they got it. Listen, of all the movies, listen when it comes to black cinema, our movies should be on there just as much as When Harry Met Sally and
Thank you.
Schindler's List. All these other movies that people love to death. How come they get rid of our movies first though?
Because they only put it on Black History Month.
Well, they got to stop that. Black history is every day. It's not just you can't cram 400 years into 1 month. You know, I call why that's an inside joke between me and Reg of why I call myself that because there was another podcast that I left that and they felt like I was acting like Michael Jordan and I said, you know what, that's my mentality this year. I'm Michael Jordan, light skin Jordan. So that's the name I'm running with this year. Because who wants to be Scottie Pippen?
Who wants to be Charles Barkley?
Right, that part. Michael Jordan was the best player ever. You're damn right on Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and I'm always known as Daddy, so you know. Like,
Yeah. I'm Jordan, he daddy.
other than that, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow because I can't wait to give my thoughts on this Monifa album because I've already liked what I heard so far.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
See, I told you, try. I got some shit on my sleeve.
You
Man.
do. You having some great stuff, and then you do some obscure shit that I just gotta shake my head like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Why is he doing this? Why is he doing
Why are you
this?
doing this? Who asked you this?
Other than that, I gotta hit up Mike. I gotta talk to Mike about some shit. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, Trey.
Peace.
Peace, everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all subscribe and like our channel. Peace.